Part 2. You want to know what happened before? Go to the Where the Wild Things Are video, and that's part 1. All right, right now you're looking at a gold mine up on top of the hill and trucks going by on Highway 10. Back to the ghost story. So, Uncle Al's yacht club burnt down, and he never wanted to leave, so he stayed as a ghost. And then you got Danny Rapp, the ghost, which is a famous singer. Let's Go Do the Hop. You got the maintenance man I don't really know about that shot himself and stayed at the yacht club. I mean, there's a bunch of people there, and they're all ghosts. Well, when I first went in there, wasn't really planning on working, but the lady who was running it was having a hard time, so I decided to help her out. And I went in there and organized the kitchen and became the head chef. And I could feel some weird stuff there, but I didn't say anything. I don't want everybody to think I was a complete freak. And one day the manager of the place says, "Do you know where the electric box is?" I said, "Yeah, it's right behind them dishes over there." She looked at me and she says, "I thought you'd never been in here before." And I said, "Well, that's where it's at." She went over, and sure enough, there it was. And as a joke, I said, "Uncle Al told me where it was." And people were freaked out about that. So my friend from, I don't know, one of them northern states, Illinois, Chicago, Canada, something like that, she was working with me and some other people. And she was giving me shit one day in the ice machine area about keep my ghost away from her. And I looked over the top of her head, and I had this giant fry pan that I fried bacon in for cheeseburgers and such. And as she was cussing out the ghost, that 3-foot handle of that frying pan started moving around. And it went right over the top of her head and brushed her hair. She freaked out, left, quit. Swears she'd never come back. She came back that evening. But I told her, I said, "Don't fuck with them, they won't fuck with you." Oh, I swore. But that's what I said. This is a real life live stream. And so I ain't noticed anything moving up there at that big old gold mine up there. Y'all have to tell me if you see anything up there. And I really, if anybody's saying anything, I can't see no comments. All right, back to the ghost of the yacht club. So Danny Rapp pretty much stayed in his room. And every once in a while, people would freak out about 11, 12 o'clock at night, 3 in the morning, and demand their money back. There was a strange man in the bathroom singing. Now, this happened about 20 times. So Danny Rapp stayed in his room, and he didn't want nothing to do with the rest of the ghost. But one night, one of the waitresses come up to me and she said, "How many ghosts are in here anyway?" I said, "I don't know. I'm not the ghost whisperer. I didn't want the whole town thinking I was friggin' crazy." She says, "There's one more, ain't there?" I said, "You mean the little girl?" And she just stepped back and was like, "How'd you know? I didn't tell you." And I said, "I seen her. There's a little girl up by the stage. She plays with stuff. And sometimes she'll shut the amps off when a band's playing. But there's one little redheaded waitress she just loved. And she was like 9 months pregnant. And she worked almost till the day she delivered a baby. It's a pretty funny little gal. The little girl go up and pull on her apron and stuff like that. Kind of freaked her out, but she got used to it after a while. One day, this old woman started harassing her. I mean, she was doing everything right. The food was coming out of the kitchen. Everything was good. This lady was just a bitch. Well, Cassie was about 10 feet away from her. And that lady started screaming. And I went up there and I says, "What is wrong with you, ma'am?" And she says, "That woman was just kicking my leg." I said, "She's way over there." I said, "We got security systems in here, and I guarantee you she was nowhere near you when you started screaming." She said, "Well, somebody was kicking the shit out of my leg." And I looked down. She had bruises too. And I said, "Well, you ought to be nicer then." I said, "But there was nobody near you. I don't know if you were kicking the center of the table or what, but there weren't nobody near you." So yeah, you don't never mess with the staff at the yacht club because the ghosts don't like it. And who we got there? Hello. I didn't catch who that was, but how's it going? All right, so we got the ghost of the yacht club. And the reason I'm sitting out here telling you this story, because I'm not going to mention any of these ghosts while I'm there. Because they can play tricks on you, they think it's funny, but it freaks the shit out of me when they do it. Well, thank you very much for stopping by. Is that Empty Edits? I appreciate it. I'm just out here bored telling ghost stories, and about another week I'm going to head up into the mountains because it's going to be hot as frying egg hot down here by then. It's only like 75. It's like a wintertime cold wave today. But it's going to be 110 in a week or two. And I'm going to take a vacation and I'm going north. Yep, I'm going to be camping in my little minivan up there. I got one of them battery packs and solar panel for the roof. It's only a 60 water, but it'll be good enough to keep my phone going, tablet. And I haven't decided whether I'm going to get one of them little refrigerators or not. I did a lot of looking when I got mine. I can't remember the name of it, but I went through the things and it's equal or better to a Jackery 300 for, I think it was $149. It's pretty damn good if it's good. And it's Amazon, so if it's a piece of crap, I can send it back. But all the technical mumbo jumbo is the same thing as a Jackery, and they're like what, $400. The panel was on sale, and it was, I think, $79. So I got under 300 in the panel and the power box, whatever you call it, power generator. And about a week or so, we're going to see if they work. Yeah, and the thing about this solar panel thing is it comes with all the adapters and cords And I actually do not have to run the power bank. If I didn't want to buy the power bank, I could have just charged the all my stuff up off the panel itself, because it has a built-in thing for whatever is it, 2.5 amps or whatever for the cell phones. I got it all off of Amazon. And when I show it, I'm going to just tell people I'm not selling this shit. I'm just proving that you can look and find stuff on sale, on rebate, and stuff like that. If a company can afford to give away a bunch of them, they're charging too much money. That's my thoughts. And then I've got a little wood stove I bought, and it's really cool too. I'm going to put it all out there in one video. I'm not going to drag it out. And I figured out I could it's a sturdy stove too. It's not like the crap that I bought for backpacking when I was healthy enough to do it. It's a stainless steel mini stove, and you put sticks in it and cook with. It don't cost you nothing for gas and all that stuff. Or you can take 2 or 3 or 4 pieces of charcoal and put it in it, match light it, get it over with. And it's got a grill on top. You can grill like one big hamburger for yourself, or you can put the pot on top. I bought a little mini cook kit thing where I can cook soups and stuff on it. I think it'll be cool. I know it'll be cool in the mountains because it'll be hot as hell here. All right, now you ask, it's a Red Camp stove off of Amazon, and it was $39. Stainless steel. And once you put it comes flat in a bag. And once you unfold it and put the grate down, which locks in, and put your top on and your ash pan in, you could stand on the son of a bitch and, oh, I gotta quit cussing. This is supposed to be a family channel. You could stand on it, and I don't believe it would break. But the coolest thing is, you don't have to pay for fuel unless you buy charcoal like I'm gonna do, because I think it'll be quick and easy. And I don't want to be blamed for a forest fire up there by Flagstaff, Cottonwood, and all that. So I think it'll be safer to use charcoal. And then what else do I get for my trip? Well, if I want to stay another week, I guess I could buy one of them refrigerators, but I ain't going to need it. I can eat stuff that don't need refrigeration. And some peanut butter and jelly. And there's always McDonald's and stuff like that up there. But I don't really want to spend a whole lot of money. Oh, there's one more thing I bought. I'm going to be up there probably. Well, we'll see how it goes. It'll be my first trip in years. Because I don't know if you've been following me long or not, but I've been crippled for about 5 years now, and I just got it in my head that I'm not going to be crippled anymore. But hell, I still got to walk with a walker, and been losing a lot of weight. I've dropped 50 pounds by eating one meal a day. Still got a lot more to go. But I'm going to play it week by week. Hopefully it'll be I don't know. I'd like to stay up there a month. I don't got to worry about my trailer down here. That's cool. Well, I'm glad to have you on the channel. I don't sell nothing. I don't have a PayPal. Well, actually, that's a lie. I do have a PayPal because I've given to others that have kept me entertained while I've been in the house for the last 5 years. But once I realized that the doctor's medicines don't work, they just make you depressed and in a grog. I haven't took a pill of any kind in 4 years, which is good. But oh yeah, on the next thing, I watch these people selling this Patriot Supply food that $249 for 30 days. Well, I said, well, can I work my magic on Amazon and get something that I can have in case something happened? So I got a bucket of Argosy, I think it's Argosy Farms survival food, 30-day supply of breakfast and lunch. And I've already gone through it. And for one person, you could stretch it farther than 30 days. I paid $64 for 30 days worth of food. And I'm going to try out a few packs of it when I get up in the mountains. Imagine it's pretty cold up there today. Somebody said it might even snow up there this weekend. But it's supposed to get hotter down here. But I don't care if it snows. No, it's not like an MRE. MRE is ready to eat, and they got the little saltwater packs to heat it up. All it is bags of food in a bucket. You take your little camp stove like I bought, and you get your little fire going, and you boil it, and then you eat it. And I will be telling you whether it's worth a crap or not when I eat one. They got everything from beef flavored stroganoff to chicken and rice and macaroni and cheese, real elbow macaroni. And all this stuff's supposed to be good for 25 years. So if there ain't no other food, I don't care what it tastes like as long as it's got a little nutrition in it. That's my idea. See all the trucks going by. I ain't seen any convoys in a while. There's one of them convoys stopped beside the truck stop up here overnight and had a big old party. What was that? Yeah, it's not bad at all for $60. I mean, that's $2 a day to eat. Of course, if something happens, money ain't gonna be worth anything anyway. Yeah. If you're in the area up there, you can stop by. We'll talk on camera. I'll be live every day up there. Because I know 5 years ago when I was up there in Snowbowl, I got full coverage for a Straight Talk phone. And I've had Straight Talk for years. I live stream. I got the unlimited, and I ain't never been shut off. And it's always worked from coast to coast. I guess it all depends. I got a Motorola, but some people don't like it, but I like it. I think it's $50 a month, unlimited everything. I don't worry about it. It comes out of my bank account, so I don't miss it. All right, on to one more story, and then I gotta go. Now, there was this movie star. His name was Buck Rogers. And he was pretty famous way back in the day. And when he retired from the movie business, he moved to Quartzsite, Arizona in the late 1800s. He built him a little store and a museum. And eventually he passed away. And he had a cemetery built just for him behind his museum. Well, nobody took it over, and the desert wind kind of tore up the museum. People stole all the stuff out of it. Well, this huge truck stop come back to town. Well, they come to town, and they're going to build this giant truck stop with restaurants, big old pumps. And they did. And the town made a deal with them. They were going to move Buck Rogers to the other side of the highway in the cemetery. Well, they got out there in their old beat up truck, and they dug old Buck up and they put him in the back of the truck. When they went to cross Main Street, that box come out of the back of that truck, hit the ground, and laid old Buck in the middle of the street. His bones were scattered all over the place. Sad story, but I can't help putting out a little giggle. But yeah. So they picked old Buck and swept him up, put him back in the truck, took him over the graveyard and buried him. Well, after that happened, people would see a ghost at about 2:30 in the morning. Every morning, somebody would witness this. He was walking from the cemetery over to the truck stop and then back. Everybody thought everybody was crazy at that time. So after that happened, years later, some kids would have a class project to find somebody famous in town and do an article on them, and they'd win a prize. Well, one of the children found out about Buck Rogers. And they found out all about him through history books. But they never knew about the story of the transferring the body thing, where he was first laid to rest. Well, they won a prize for their story, and the town decided to do a Buck Rogers Day. And they had a big festival. They had food trucks come in. It was a big hoedown honoring Buck Rogers. And old Buck must have been happy about that. For the last 3 years they've had the festival, nobody's seen him over by the old truck stop. And the truck stop's been this is how long ago it's been. The truck stop has been abandoned for at least 10, 20 years. I know the last time I seen a video with a truck stop in it was when they had the Nazi sheriff. But that story, my friends, is for another day. If you enjoyed any of this video, please give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Bang the hell out of that bell. And I'll see you on the next video.